Hello and welcome to Jessie Bear Book Club. We like to talk about historical fiction, wild cards, Game of Thrones, and much, much more. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Today I want to talk about the 2017 movie Victoria and Abdul. I actually went to the cinema to watch this movie when it came out. I was really excited to see it because I had watched a brilliant documentary on the subject on Channel 4 called Queen Victoria's Last Love, Abdul Karim. It is still available on all 4 and I highly recommend it to anybody who enjoyed this movie. I will put a link in the description. This movie stars Judi Dench reprising her role as Queen Victoria, and she is just as good as she was 20 years ago in Mrs. Brown in 1997. Ali Fazal plays the leading role of Abdul Karim, and he does it very well, being ambitious but also very caring and funny. The plot of this movie is that Abdul Karim, a young prison clerk from India, travels to present Queen Victoria with a mohair for her Golden Jubilee and strikes up an unlikely friendship with her, becoming her Munchi or teacher about India. They face a large amount of gossip over their friendship, mainly because Abdul is a young, attractive Indian man. But Queen Victoria faces down the rumours and criticism, keeping her friend by her side. It is a touching, true story of people from different worlds forming a strong bond. This movie is funny and sad in equal measure, but I think the funny moments stay with you after the movie finishes. One scene in the movie I really love is when Queen Victoria finally gets a mango and is about to try it for the first time, when Abdul declares that the mango is off, and there is a whole to-do about the fact. I find this scene very funny. In fact, every time I see a mango now, I think about it. There is also a scene where Queen Victoria's personal doctor, played by Paul Higgins, discovers that Abdul is suffering from an STI and announces very loudly that the Munchi has the clap, which is also very funny as it is set in a royal court setting. A very good comic element to this movie is Abdul's friend Mohammed, played by Abdul Karim. I apologise for probably mispronouncing his name. His character is brilliant and his dislike of England and the weather is so complete and justified. It is an ongoing gag. However, the fact that he dies from the cold is heartbreaking, and you feel Abdul's guilt about not allowing his friend to return to India. There is also a very touching scene where Queen Victoria takes Abdul to a Scottish island in the middle of a loch via rowboat and describes taking John Brown and Prince Albert there. You can even see the same island in the movie Mrs. Brown, and I thought it was a very good touch, and one of the reasons I consider this movie an unofficial sequel. Eddie Izzard is a perfect Bertie Prince of Wales. He is absolutely amazing in every respect. I would have liked to have seen more of Queen Victoria's other immediate family, however. There is a lot of focus on Bertie and the courtiers, but I would like to have seen at least one of her daughters make a small appearance. We do get to meet her oldest grandchild at the end, however. Kaiser Wilhelm II, who started off the Second World War, makes a brief cameo. This movie is a very good introduction to historical fiction, but it does have some very big inaccuracies. For example, Abdul was not with Queen Victoria when she died. He was living back in India, essentially in exile from court due to hostile feeling against him. All his belongings from Queen Victoria, though, letters and other personal effects, were burnt after Queen Victoria's death, however. The inaccuracies in this movie are not over the top, however, and it is still enjoyable and watchable as a history buff. This movie got 6.8 on IMDb and 66% on Rotten Tomatoes, so quite a bit less than Mrs. Brown, but I think that is because the movie has a more light-hearted feel to it. It is available from time to time on BBC iPlayer, So if you would like to watch it, keep an eye out there. I give this movie 8 out of 10. It is very good and worth watching, but it is not overly serious, and that lets it down in a few respects. The costumes in this movie, however, more than make up for any fault with it. They were designed by Consolata Boyle, I am probably murdering the pronunciation of her name, and are absolutely to die for. I really loved being able to see the fashion drawings that they worked from when designing. I love when movies make their costume design process open to the public. But I am a massive fashion and textile design nerd. But what do you think? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. And as always, this is just my opinion. Please remember to help out and like this video if you enjoyed it. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lady Jessica Riddell and on Twitter at Jessams. I post on Twitter regularly about my videos. If you want to see more book reviews, character comparisons and fan theories, please subscribe to Jessie Bear Book Club. I try to post a new video at least once a week. See you next time on Jessie Bear Book Club. Bye!